You're live.
Hey, hey, it's Jim and Debbie, the hosts of the Midday with the ENF podcast. And this is the Midday Minute, a periodic show where we briefly share news that's just too important to wait until the next time we record our podcast. And speaking of, we will be recording a new episode next week. It should be live by Friday evening. If you're not listening to Midday, you really should be. Check us out at enf.elks.org/midday on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. So we are here today to announce the winners of our Spotlight Grant raffle that we conducted in St. Louis. Debbie, this was something new for us, wasn't it?
It was to coincide with the launch of the Spotlight Grant on April 1st. We wanted to shine a spotlight on service during the convention by having a Spotlight Grant drive. We asked all of our dedicated Elks to bring a used or new or gently used book or new socks.
Very important that the socks are new. We have people try to deliver gently used socks.
Nope.
We had to reject those. We were trying to put the focus on the two issues that we're addressing with the Spotlight Grant, which were homelessness among the veteran population. So we were collecting new socks for them. That's a big issue with people experiencing homelessness, and also family literacy. So we were collecting children's books for an organization in St. Louis called Ready Readers.
Right.
It reads to kids and gives them new books. Now, whenever we try something new, we're unsure like what the response is going to be. So as an incentive, we said for each entry that we received and checked in at the booth, we would enter the lodge into a drawing for the chance to double the amount of their Spotlight Grant, $4,000.
Which is huge. Huge.
How was the response?
The response there was overwhelming. We had boxes and boxes and boxes of books. We had socks upon socks upon socks. Like, it was so amazing to see how when we give our Elks a task, they rise to the occasion and they're generous people. So
we had, I think on Tuesday, we had somebody from Ready Readers come out with a truck, and we had like 9 boxes filled with books. It was unbelievable.
Right.
And then we actually collected more socks than we needed.
We collected so many socks that some of the lodges were able to come and pick up, local lodges who were already serving the needs of veterans. One of my favorite parts about the weekend, though, and people bringing donations was there were not very many stores in and around the St. Louis Convention Center, but there was one. And one of our
a little market. Like
a little market, yeah. Just like it was actually kind of like a bookstore, get some water, whatever. One of our scholarship chairs came over to me and was like, "Oh, yeah, I was just over getting a bottle of water." And the guy goes, "Do you need a pair of socks?" Because they went and they got socks so that people who stopped in there would be able
They don't normally have socks as part of their inventory, but they heard what was going on at our booth, and so they went out to one of the big box stores, bought a bunch of socks, and then sold them at a markup. So we inadvertently stimulated the local economy, which is nice.
So yeah, Ready Readers, I think we picked 19 boxes.
Oh, was it 19?
Yeah. We didn't know if we were going to be able to get them into the car, the SUV of the person who came to pick them up.
I think we had 5 local lodges, or 3 to 5 local lodges come in. They carted away a bunch of the socks to give to veterans organizations that they're working with. We shipped a skid back to Chicago because we couldn't. We had too many for the lodges to collect.
The lodges came and got what they could, and then the O'Fallon Lodge took like a whole cart full of them, many socks.
Right. And then I actually filled 2 hampers with socks, and I got a lift and jumped in there and had the driver take me to the homeless shelter about a couple blocks from the convention center and drop those off. So just some quick numbers. We had 920 people check in at the booth with a donation of socks or books, or sometimes both. They represented 504 unique lodges. The most entries for a single lodge was Dalton, Georgia, lodge number 1267. And the state that had the most participating lodges was California at 55. I think we've made the good people wait long enough. Now, the careful viewer will note that at the top of the show, I said that we would announce the winners of the raffle. We promised we were going to double one lodge's Spotlight Grant. We were unsure of what the response would be. And when you knock us out, when you blow us away with your response to something that we're doing, when you knock our socks off, we try to respond in kind. So instead of one winner today, we are going to announce five winners. 5 of these lodges will have the opportunity to apply for a $4,000 spotlight grant instead of a $2,000 spotlight grant. What we did, we got back and we got organized and we took all those entries that we checked in at the booth, either with the scan or manually entered. We put them into a database. We used a little algorithm script to randomly select 5 entries. We tested it to ensure it was working. It was. Actually, during one of the tests, my lodge won. And so unfortunately, they didn't win the actual one. Okay, the winners.
Lodge number 566, Boulder, Colorado.
Woohoo! Okay, that's one.
You want to do the next?
Lodge number 691 from Brunswick, Georgia. Brunswick, Georgia, lodge number 691.
Woo! Lodge number 281, Bloomington, Illinois. Way to go.
Casa Grande Valley, Arizona, lodge number 1957. And our final winner is
Walla Walla, Washington, number 287.
the funnest name in all the lodges to say is Walla Walla, Washington. For those lodges and others who are interested and want to learn more about the Spotlight Grants, you can do that at what web address? enf.elks.org/spotlight grant or /SIP, elks.org/SIP. There's a new video, an instructional video that we've created to help lodges who are unsure how to proceed with the Spotlight Grant. I'll do the grant to make it very easy. The entry point is very low for this grant.
Right, it is. We provide you with 7 projects off the shelf. Pick one and get to work.
All right, that about wraps up this episode of the Midday Minute. If you like to receive your news this way, then since you're here, why don't you subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button, which should be right about here, somewhere around there, and tap that little bell so you'll be notified every time we post new content. And feel free to comment below if there's a topic that you would like us to cover in an upcoming episode of the Midday Minute. We'd be happy to do that. So just comment and share this link with people as well.
Midday Minute.
I think it went pretty well.
All right.
And it was a Midday Minute that we did in, it looks like 7 minutes and 11 seconds. That's as quick as we can do. I'm sorry. So we will sign off now. Thank you very much for tuning in, and congratulations to our winners. And really, on behalf of the veterans, other folks experiencing homelessness who will receive those socks, the kids who are going to receive those books, thank you so much to all the lodges that participated. It was really, it just blew us away with your reaction. Undoubtedly, we will do something similar next year.
We've already been talking about it. Yeah. People at the booth already said, "What are you going to do next year?" So.
All right, we'll see you next time. Tune in to Midday.
Bye.